running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the double. 44's Mike. Check. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 44's the Mike. 44's an Army. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end.
They fake the give, now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike Popo. No game on this defense, no game. 44's the Mike, 44's Mike. Check. We own them.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Watch the ship. Popo's the Mike. Mike's Popo. Too little, cupcake. 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, check 20. That's box. Right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's Popo. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 84 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
I got one.
It's 2nd and inches.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Check. Get him. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Defense wins championship. We go.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All day, every day, any day. Switch. SOS. Rotate. SOS.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
Mike Fofo. 65. Watch the twist. 66. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Watch the shot. Check 3. Keep squeeze. Check 4. Whip. Will. Watch the whip. Tight dog. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the run. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Get him all. Rest.
Play action. It's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Jackson looking to throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Here we go, Here we go, What's the mic?
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Kansas City.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He's crashing. He's checking
going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 44. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. 53 yards.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shit! Any weapon. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
44 to Mike. Check.
27-yard line.
Watch the screen. Check 52. Hey, watch it. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Echo.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Mike spoke.
From the gun, Jackson. This complete to Jones. That'll be a gain of 16, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this throw caught left side. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against the...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down, Chiefs.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There he goes, right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Brown. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay,